Good morning, friends. So recently on one of the morning lives, I talked about what makes me come alive. There's this fabulous quote that says, "Do not ask the world what it needs. Ask yourself what makes you come alive, because what the world needs is more people who have come alive." Well, today I want to talk about all sorts of things that make me come alive. They're all under this one umbrella of what I've discovered as I've pondered and thought deeply about what makes me come alive, and I hope you do the same. And if you haven't already figured it out, figure out what makes you come alive. So for me, it took me about a full weekend to figure this out. I'm in my early 40s. You'd think I'd have this figured out sooner, but when I think I did realize what makes me come alive, but I just never put it into words or actually said this is the thing. So what makes me come alive is gathering people together, but not just for the sake of gathering, not just for the sake of entertainment or socializing. What makes me come alive, like super excited and fulfilled and filled with joy, is gathering people together, especially women and mamas, for discussion or for mentoring or for idea sharing, for helping each other to become better individuals, better wives, better mothers, better humans, better businesswomen, better, more awesome today than we were yesterday. So I've got all sorts of things to share with you this morning about that category of what makes me come alive, because since I figured it out, since I put a label on that and I identified that for myself, I have been adding more of that to my life. I mean, there are a lot of other things that create joy for me, but this, I think, is the number one. And under that umbrella is includes gathering my family together. But again, not just I like going to the park and having fun. And this Friday we're going to Seven Peaks for my two boys' birthday. I like doing those things too. But where the magic happens for me is when we gather with intention for learning or with some sort of purpose or guided thinking or reason, or for amazing discussion, when we have an amazing dinner or family event or family reunion that's focused on family history, or create opportunities for improving our cohesion and unity. Okay, so tonight I am hosting at my new home in Orem. If you want to come, you can message me, send me a DM, and I'll give you the address, or you can find the event on my Mama Carmel Facebook page. Specifically tonight, the theme of the hosting is for educator mamas, which is every mother who has a child. You are an educator of that child. Lots of the mamas who will be gathering tonight are, like myself, homeschool mamas. There's also going to be public school moms who like to educate in the afternoons, evenings, weekends, and summers when their children are with them full time. And we might have some coming who want to learn more about homeschool. So I'm super excited for that conversation. We have some different presenters who are going to be sharing ideas on the very best curriculum ideas that are out there. We're going to be having some presenters from Marlene Peterson's Well-Educated Heart. We're going to be just sharing ideas about what works and how to prepare our homes, our hearts, and our curriculum for launching into the upcoming school year that's coming. And we'll also just share ideas of how to educate during the summer, how to create an educational environment, how to educate yourself so that you're ready to show up as the best possible teacher. So in the spirit of being an educator mama, I want to just share one tip this morning about how to set up your home to maximize your space for having an educational environment. So an idea along those lines is to ask yourself the question, am I an interior decorator or am I an interior educator? It's such a slight shift because we want our homes to be beautiful, inviting, and filled with beautiful things that inspire greatness. But it's a very small shift from just simply decorating with random paintings and floral arrangements and rugs and the most beautiful pillows to seeking out the very best intentional decor for marketing to your children, internal marketing. In business, there's external marketing and internal marketing. External marketing is, putting out the ads, the flyers, the brochures, the Facebook ads, all the things, all the stuff and things that go out to your audience outside of your business or your practice. And then there's the internal marketing, building team culture within your company, within your team, within your business. And that's a big part of growing and building a team, which is key and crucial to growing and building a business. So think of that idea with your family. It's what, I guess, Instagram, Facebook, and social media is kind of our external marketing, right? It's like what we show to the world and our featured posts and Insta stories and whatever we are sharing. That's like external marketing. But what are your kids seeing? What are your children seeing every single day when they wake up? That is your internal marketing for your family. Are you an interior decorator or an interior educator? I have tried to focus on having a focal painting or piece for each room, choosing paintings to put up on the wall that send a message, a very clear message of something that I want to teach or to train on. I should get all my paintings, since we just moved in, are still on the floor. I should bring some in and share them maybe another day. I didn't gather paintings today. Maybe tomorrow I'll share one. When our kids were little, we decided that we would invest any resources that we had for improving our home on art and paintings and get the things up high on the wall, because our kids were just destroying everything that was at waist level and below. So furniture could too easily, with tons of boys, get scissors through, or I don't know, they just seem so destructive. But if we put things up on the walls, they couldn't reach them. So early on we invested in paintings, and for gift giving, Brigham and I would give each other meaningful paintings. My first one that Brigham ever gave me was a picture of Cornelia. She was a famous Roman mother, and she's famous for this painting where she's pointing to her boys who've just arrived home from school, and she has a wealthy aristocratic friend who's came with her box of jewels to show her all of her jewelry and to show off her fine attire and jewels. And Cornelia and the friend then says, where are your jewels? Share your things with me so I can see all of your beautiful things. And Cornelia famously pointed to her children and said, "These are my jewels." And I just always loved this story, and that spoke to my heart, that my children are my greatest treasures, my jewels. And that was the first ever painting that I got, and that Brigham gifted me for Christmas one year. Okay, so maybe think about that. Are you an interior decorator or an interior educator? What is the internal marketing messaging that you're sending to your children every day? So some other things I wanted to share that are exciting and that are what I've discovered makes me come alive, a gathering of individuals and mamas, is this Thursday night we're gathering again at my home in Orem. And we are going to be taking the next step. Those who are volunteering for the Momney Foundation, we have an advisory board that's come together, and we are launching our National Advisory Council. We're receiving nominations for and selecting state representatives for all of the 50 states. So that is well underway. But if you know of someone, or maybe you want to nominate yourself, which we would love, that would be totally acceptable. If you want to serve in the National Advisory Council of the Momney Foundation, then reach out to me and I'll send you the nomination form. And or if you're local, if you're in Orem or Utah Valley or close enough you want to drive, then come and join us Thursday night, 7 o'clock at my house. We'll be discussing the nominations for the National Advisory Council, and we will also be finalizing the materials and the plan to launch our Momney Circles in August. So the vision of the Momney Circles is mothers coming together, supporting and mentoring other mothers. So this excites me so much because this is what makes me come alive. And I'm guessing I'm not the only one. I'm guessing I'm not the only one who comes alive or has a portion of you that comes alive when you gather together with other mothers to learn from each other, to be mentored by each other. So I'm excited for this group of volunteers of the Momney Foundation that's coming together to officially launch the pilot programs of the Momney Foundation, Momney Circles. So that's coming up. And then we just decided, I think this came out of me figuring out that what makes me come alive most is gathering with other women. So I proposed at one of our last Momney meetings, why don't we throw parties? Why don't we get together these mamas who are growing in these, we've got these different pockets that are launching. We've got Utah is still our biggest because that's where we launched first. And we've got LA, Houston, Atlanta, and New York. And I said, why don't we rent like an amazing Airbnb and invite all the mamas. Let's invite all the momneys who are gathering in these different areas and let's get them together to meet each other. And so we're doing that. The first one is going to be August 10th. We rented like this amazing rustic style cottage, not a cottage because it's a big house, but rustic style little mini mansion in northern Utah County. And we're going to be hosting a Momney retreat. So mark your calendars for that. I'll be sharing the link soon. There'll be space for quite a few people to come for it's probably going to be like 5-hour retreat, maybe like 5 to 10, but then there's going to be a very limited amount of VIP style tickets for those who stay overnight. I think there's only 10 who are going to stay overnight with me and then have some bonus activities and material and stuff, things in the morning. So if you want to be one of those 10, then you really want to watch for that link or message me and I'll send it directly to you. And you can be in with me in that inner circle for our first Momney retreat here in Utah County. And then we're headed to Houston next. We're going to do the same thing. And then probably LA, Atlanta, and New York. And I'm going to be having a blast just traveling around and having these Momney retreats to introduce our different Momney hosts and mama friends together. And the goal of these as well is mamas mentoring mamas. So we won't just be partying because that doesn't make me come alive. But we're going to be having very intentional discussion and purpose-driven partying. So watch for that and join me for that. And okay, one more thing and then I'll be done for this morning's live stream, because I have been pondering this idea quite a lot of what makes me come alive, and it's just exciting to me, and I want to do more of that. And another area that I'm going to be launching, starting something new in my, well, it's not actually new, is coaching in a more formal way, bringing groups of people together into my home and my office to offer life and business coaching. I like to refer to it more as mentoring. I don't know, for some reason I just like the word. I like the word better. I think of myself as a mentor more than a coach. And so you'll soon be seeing additions to my website, and I'll be sharing here ways that you can sign up to do more official mentoring, life or biz coaching with me, either in groups, live groups that come to my home and my office, or I'll be having an online version if you want to join the conversation there. Or you can also have private sessions with me. I love gathering one-on-one as well with those who are excited about transforming their lives and becoming the best version of themselves. And I have a few secrets, tips, tricks to offer. I've been spending the last 2 decades being mentored and being coached myself by amazing mentors and advisors. I've been building businesses, got 3 of them. Well, that's just the ones that are still going. We've had to shut some down to move on to others and new visions. And I've learned a thing or two from the podcast, books, conferences, and just the life experience and mentoring that I've received. And I'm excited to share that in a more formal, giving way. I've been doing it for about 5-7 years. I've been mentoring groups online and coaching individuals who come to my office and sign up for my mentoring office hours. I just, as I think deeply, realize that I love it so much that this is the space in which I really come alive, and I love offering ideas, not just like constantly offering my own ideas, but that exchange that happens, especially when you get a group of people together who are focused on self-improvement or focused on business development, or my very favorite is those who are focused on maximizing their personal performance, which would be the life mentoring, and who want to really dive into growing their business and are entrepreneurially focused. Putting those two together is like pure ecstasy of human optimization. That's where I come alive, my friends. So if that interests you, then reach out to me and I can tell you more about the coaching, the Mama Carmel mentoring. And I hope that you're asking yourself today, if you don't know already, what makes you come alive and do more of that, because what the world needs is more people who have come alive and who are living their purpose and their life mission. And if you have no idea what that is and you have some sort of hole or void within you, then maybe you want to do some mentoring with me and I'll help you figure that out. Have a great day, friends.